Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, the entirely merciful, the especially merciful. My dear brothers and sisters, Alhamdulillah, this is a new lecture. We start on the fiqh. We reach to the muddat al-haml, i.e. the time that a woman, she can be pregnant. For how long can she be pregnant? She says وأقل مدة الحمل 6 أشهر وأكثره 4 سنين وغالبه 9 أشهر. i.e. Sheikh says that the must وأقل مدة الحمل, the minimum time for a woman that she gets pregnant is what? Is 6 months. This is the most minimum, 6 months. وأكثره 4 سنين, and the most limited, the extended time is 4 years old. 4 years. The extended is 4 years. وغالبه, and majority of the time is 9 أشهر, is 9 months. This is what is the ghalib. This is what is the majority of the ladies. They give birth on the 9th month. And there is a saying that Imam Shafi'i rahimahullah radiyallahu anhu, he was 4 years old. His mother's time of pregnancy was 4 years old. 4 years. This is the saying. And in the Kutub al-Shafi'i, in the Shafi'i books, they mentioned this. And Allah alam. But it's being mentioned. Just we want to say this to change the mood a little bit. Okay. Now, Sheikh moves to another topic. Same and to do with the human period, monthly period. It says, وَيَحْرِمُ بِالْحَيْضِ 8 أشياء. When a lady, she is in a monthly period, there are 8 things that is not permissible for her. And what are they? As-salat was-sawm. First, while she is in a monthly period, she is not allowed to pray and she is not allowed to fast. وَقِرَاءَةُ الْقُرْآنِ, and reading Quran. She is not allowed to read Quran. But we say in here we shouldn't be, but we don't want to too much go into this too deep. But we just sometimes we need to mention some little things. وقراءة القرآن, Sheikh says she is not allowed to read Quran. Okay. But some Shafi'i scholars, they say that she can read in intention, to have the intention of dhikr. The zikr and not Quran. If she has the intention of saying that it is a zikr, then she can read. But as the intention of a Quran, no, you are not allowed. وَمَسُّ الْمُصْحَفِ وَحَمْلُهُ, i.e. touching the mushaf, touching the Quran, or picking it up. Both of those are not allowed for a lady. وَدُخُولُ الْمَسْجِدِ, and entering the mosque. The entering mosque as well is not allowed. وَالطَّوَافِ, and going around the Kaaba also is not allowed for a sister. وَالْوَطْءِ, i.e. the relation between man and woman, and it is not allowed in this time as well. And وَالْإِسْتِمْتَاعُ فِيمَا بَيْنَ السُّرَّةِ وَالرُّكْبَةِ, and also same thing, it's not allowed for a man to have any type of relation with a woman that is between her belly button and her knees. And in that time, in this space, he's not allowed to touch the wife. And the other part of the body is okay, but in that space, he's not allowed. And now Sheikh is moving to another thing. Sorry. Now we understand those things are not allowed for the sisters to do while she is in monthly period. And now the Sheikh saying وَيَحْرُمُ عَلَى الْجُنُبِ 5 أشياء. The junub is something that he does it and he must do shower. Like the relation, like if the sperm of the man comes out, like any type of thing I have in a dream, such things. If it happens to a man or a woman, it's not allowed for them to do any of these things that will come to us until they do the shower. And what are they? As-salat. The first thing is the praying. When a man or woman is a duty on them to do shower, until they do the shower, they are not allowed to pray. You have to do the shower and then pray. وَقِرَاءَةُ الْقُرْآنِ, and reading Quran, same thing. You are not allowed to read Quran. وَمَسْحُ الْمُصْحَفِ, and touching the Quran or picking it up. وَالطَّوَافُ, and also going around Kaaba. You are not allowed as well. وَلُبْثُ فِي الْمَسْجِدِ, and staying in the mosque. You are not allowed to stay in the mosque while it's duty on you to do shower. You have to go do shower and then come back and sit in the mosque. So those are the things. And also, and then Sheikh says, وَيَحْرُمُ عَلَى الْمُحْدِثِ ثَلَاثَةُ أَشْيَاء. Muhdith is someone that has to do wudu. Junub is someone has to do shower. He must do shower. But muhdith is someone that has to do wudu. So for someone that is duty on him to do wudu, for example, he went to toilet. For example, he did something that his wudu is invalid. So for him, he's not allowed to do some stuff until he does wudu. And what are those things? Salat. First thing, salat, the praying. You are not allowed to pray until you do wudu. Because your wudu, your ablution is invalid. And we spoke about those things that makes the wudu invalid in the previous lectures. What tawaf, and doing tawaf, going around Kaaba. You are not allowed to do tawaf, i.e. going around Kaaba until you do wudu. You must have wudu that you can go around Kaaba. Same thing, if you need a shower, same thing. You are not allowed to do tawaf around Kaaba. You must have wudu or done the shower, then you are allowed to do a tawaf around Kaaba. وَمَسْتُ الْمُصْحَفِ وَحَمْلِهِ, and touching the Quran or picking it up, also you are not allowed until you do wudu. You must do wudu, then you touch it. The Shaykh here, he doesn't speak about lubthu fil masjid, staying in a mosque. I.e., it is allowed for you to sit in a mosque and you don't have a wudu. There is not any issue in this time. And now, Sheikh moves to another part on the fiqh. We finished the Kitab al-Tahara, purification. Now we move into Salat, i.e. pray. Another chapter on the books that we have under our hand. Kitab al-Salat, the book of praying, i.e. all the rules and regulation that to do with praying. For you to pray, there are rules and regulations that you must be aware of them. Sheikh says, وَالصَّلَوَاتُ الْمَفْرُودَةُ وَأَوْقَاتِهَا. الصَّلَوَاتُ الْمَفْرُودَاتُ خَمْسٌ. The prayers that are duty on the Muslim are 5 daily prayers. There are 5 daily prayers. And he starts with the dhuhr. Dhuhr is the second prayer that we do in our daytime. Is the second time. وَأَوَّلُ وَقْتِهَا زَوَالُ الشَّمْسِ. When is the first time that the dhuhr starts? Is when the sun in the middle of the sky goes down. When it's moving even very, very little, then this is the zawal and this is the time that dhuhr starts. وآخره إذا صار ظل كل شيء مثله بعد ظل زوالين, i.e. when the time that we say the dhuhr is ended is the time that when, for example, you have a pen, you have this pen, you leave a little bit because of the stand of it, the shadow of that, when is the same, the shadow of it is the same as the tall of the pen or the tall of the thing that you put. When is the shadow is that limit and little bit more because of the stand, then that is when the time of dhuhr ends. When something, when Shaykh says وآخرها إذا صار ظل كل شيء, this is the say, this is the shay, this is the thing. This pen, if we put like this and we measure, for example, we say this is 12 centimeter. For example, we say this pen is 12 centimeter or 10 centimeter or 5 centimeter, anything. When the shadow of it is 10 centimeter and 1 centimeter because of the bottom part, because of the shadow of itself, we have to add this part to it. The shadow of itself, we have to add it to it. So when it's 10 and 1 because of under it, it becomes 11, then this is when the Salat Dhuhr finished. This is when it finished. When it starts is when the sun goes down from the middle of the sky. When it goes down, this is when it starts. When it finishes, when the dhill shay, i.e. when the shadow of something is the same of the amount of or the height of it, then this is when the dhuhr ends. This is the end of the 2 days lecture. Inshallah, we will come back with another lecture. هذا والله أعلم وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.